Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Dinda Putri Oktaviani. I'm a student from SMK Bakti Kencana Tasikmalaya. Today, I would like to talk about important topic with theme optimizing care for elderly with hypertension and paralysis due to stroke. Does everyone here knows what hypertension means? According to Srianti 2022, hypertension, or often referred to high blood pressure, is a condition in which there is an increase in blood pressure in the abdominal arteries, which occurs repeatedly with an increase in systolic pressure of more than or equal to 114 mm of mercury and an increase in diastolic pressure of more than or equal to 90 mm of mercury. According to Rusiani 2017 in Putri 2021, there are three causes of hypertension. First is genetic factor. Clients who have parents who suffer from hypertension are more likely to have hypertension. The second is individual characteristic. According to GNC 2014 in Nurbaiti 2019, gender and age are one of the causes of hypertension. The increased blood pressure in women is lower than in men. Age 19 years and over are susceptible to hypertension. The third is life habit. Examples like overeating, obesity, stress or mental tension, and other effects such as smoking, drinking alcohol, and the effect of drug. Hypertension has various triggers, including 1. Excessive salt consumption will cause sodium retention in the kidneys, resulting in an increase in fluid volume, which have an effect on increased contractility and free load. The second is excess body weight, cause hyperinsulinemia and structural hypertrophy, resulting in increased peripheral blood vessel retention. The third is, according to Mufaroha 2020, genetic change cause change in cell membranes, functional narrowing, and cause increased peripheral blood vessel retention. The above influences are morbidity factor in the world. According to Adrianto 2022, classification of hypertension based on its cause can be divided into two. The first is primary hypertension. Primary hypertension is hypertension whose cause is not specifically known. Hypertension sufferers account for 90% of all systemic hypertension cases. The onset for primary hypertension is around 35 years. The second is secondary hypertension. Secondary hypertension is hypertension whose cause is specifically known due to other disease, for example, adrenal hyperfunction and kidney disease. The onset for secondary hypertension is around 30 to 50 years. Hypertension can lead to complications. The first is stroke. Stroke is a condition which most areas the brain cell dead. Supporting factors of stroke are atherosclerosis and uncontrolled high blood pressure, which cause blockages until blood vessels can rupture. Stroke can occur suddenly and can also cause brain damage. Second is heart failure. High blood pressure forces the heart to work harder to pump blood. This makes the walls and muscles of the heart thicken, making it difficult for the heart to pump enough blood throughout the body. If the heart can no longer pump blood properly, this condition is called heart failure. The third is kidney failure. Increased blood pressure will cause the kidney to work harder than usual. This will accelerate damage to kidney cells. The fourth is cognitive change. Increased blood pressure can affect the thinking process characterized by lack of focus and decreased memory. The fifth is eye damage. Hypertension can also cause damage to the optic nerves due to ruptured blood vessels in the eyeball. This complication of hypertension can cause visual impairment or even permanent blindness. The sixth and the most serious complication is death. Increased blood pressure can cause blood vessels to become weak and widen. If this continues for a long time, blood vessel can rupture, resulting in death for the sufferers. And the next is management. Hypertension can be prevented by implementing a healthy lifestyle, by reducing salt and alcohol consumption, losing weight if you are obese, avoiding smoking, and increasing the portion of fruit and vegetable consumption, and increase physical activity. First is reducing salt consumption. Reducing salt consumption can help reduce increased blood pressure. It is recommended to consume no more 2 grams of salt per day, of 1 teaspoon per day. And the second is dietary change. Clients who have experienced hypertension can consume vegetable, whole grain, low-fat milk, and limit their consumption of red meat and saturated fat. Changing your diet to be healthier will reduce the risk of increased blood pressure. The third is regular exercise. Light intensity exercise has a smaller effect than moderate to heavy intensity exercise. For approximately 30 minutes will have a greater effect on lowering blood pressure. The fourth is stop smoking, and the last is drug therapy. That's all for me. Let's start taking care for our today.